don't facilitate a workshop before you watch this video, because here's a list of things that you need to aware of or plan before running a workshop. First thing that you need to know or figure out is the goal of the workshop. What is the end result that you want to see out of the workshop? Be it like map out a new product, or be it align with the team. So it is the end result that you want to get out of the workshop, or the stakeholder wants to get out of the workshop. If needed, talk to the stakeholders or the teammates and figure out the goal together before the workshop. The purpose. Why do you want to run that workshop? Or the stakeholder that you work together with, or the team. What will be the impact of the workshop? What do you want the people to get out of it? And what feeling do they want to have at the end of the workshop? The second one is the approach. So you need to figure out the method you are going to use. Be it a design sprint, is it a discovery approach? Is it to map out new features? Is it to solve certain problems? Or is it an ideation workshop? Is it to align with the team? Is it to plan the roadmap? So you need to figure out what is the approach, how you want to basically reach that goal. The third one is the stakeholders. This is a really important thing. Even if you work with a client or you just work in a team or in a product company, you need to make sure that the people who are the stakeholders who are involved in that specific problem or topic, they are on board with the workshop. Things can get wrong if they are not aligned with the task that you are going to do and the time that you plan with each of the tasks. So, if they want to spend more time on ideation, or if they want to, crucially prioritize things, or they just want to spend more time on alignment and clarity. So you need to talk through the agenda and the goal of each task and method that you are going to use with those stakeholders, and make sure that they are aligned with everything. Because you can end up in a workshop where your stakeholders are not happy, they are passive, and at the end of the day, the workshop was just 2 hours that you thrown out of the window with all the participants. And participants leads to the next topic, which is the participants. If you have the goal, stakeholders, and probably the time for the workshop, you probably have the method and the way you want to figure that topic out and collaborate with people. So basically you have to identify with the stakeholders, but who you want to involve in the workshop. You can think about, are there any departments that are involved in that topic? It could be marketing often, if it's like a product development, or it could be someone from the tech team that can, support some ideas from a feasibility standpoint. Or it could be a C-level stakeholder who has a saying of yes or no. So you need to figure out all the people who you want to be in the workshop from a strategy standpoint. And the other one is from a diversity standpoint. So you can reach out to different people, because the more different people you involve, the more ideas you can come up with, the more different angles of topics you can cover. So we often, when it's a design team, we try to involve many different levels of people, junior, mid, or senior, or just, different industry experts within certain topics. There are many things to consider. You can overcomplicate it or oversimplify it. There is no right or wrong in this. The fifth thing is time boxing. I don't know if you heard about this term or not. It's not rocket science. It's all about, if you dedicate a certain amount of time for each task during the workshop, you need to make sure that you will use a timer and people finish the task within that time. Of course, this comes with experience, because you need to, plan ahead how much time you want to dedicate for each task. But overall, you can, use rule of thumbs and figure out the time required based on the amount of participants you have. And of course, you can talk to stakeholders, or worst case scenario, talk to senior people and ask their opinion if the time that you allocated for each task will work. So basically, the time boxing is just the pressure that you put on participants in order to discuss, solve, or come up with a direction within a dedicated amount of time. This will help you with efficiency and to reach the goal, because if there is a time period, people will have to agree within that period of time. in order to proceed. Next one, if you are a complete beginner, I really recommend to research about certain workshop methods. There are basic ones like customer journey mapping, or jobs to be done if you want to map out a new product, or if you about to align on goals, then just simple goal mapping. If you want to ideate, collect certain brainstorming methods like Crazy 8. Or if you have a really complex problem and you want to come up with a definition of a problem to a solution, then go with a design sprint, which is more like an advanced method, but do your research. These are the things that you need to do before the workshop, but what happens on the workshop? So as a facilitator, you need to steer the conversations. You need to stop people from jellyfishing, but at the same time, you need to enable the environment that makes people calm and makes people safe to come up with new solutions, to go against certain directions. So you need to be the person, the advocate of design thinking, of collaboration, so that people will be eager to collaborate and work together. The next thing is that you need to be aware that something will go unplanned. There is no workshop that I ever facilitated in my entire career when everything was pretty much 100% went based on what it planned. There is always something, someone won't show up, or a certain problem comes up that you haven't identified before and you need some more time. There are always things that will go unplanned, but you need to prepare it and don't be surprised on those things. Just go with the flow, try to, come up with backup tools. The other thing that often goes unplanned is the timing. So people often are not able to finish things, or just get angry with time boxing. So there are conflicts between people. You need to be prepared for all those situations, but you will solve it. You are a smart person, and I'm sure that with some time spent on careful planning, you will have some backup solutions and methods that you can bring to the workshop and get out of your pocket and solve the whole thing. You got this. And last but not least, I want you to ask for feedback at the end of the workshop from the participants. This is really important because this is the point when you will learn a lot. If people are honest, and usually after workshop they will say positive things that went well, and also negative things like critiques that you need to get better on. This is the place where you can learn from and develop your skills and toolkit. That's all. Good luck with the workshop, and comment below how it went. I'm curious. I want to hear your story, and I want to know if any of those tips that I gave you was useful for you. And if you feel like, please subscribe to my channel if you're interested in general workshopping, or if you're a UX or product designer who wants to improve their skills within the course of a workshop. So bear with me, there will be many more videos that I plan, and comment below if you have a topic that you want to hear about. Thanks for watching.